5, 4, 3, 2.
I got a cat.
We are now
Nice
live.
host.
Oh, he's so cute. Welcome to /Chat Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything geeky. This is a very and cats, yes, and cats. This is a very impromptu show tonight.
Late night remix. That's what it is. Late night remix.
I like it. I like it. Let's go with that.
I'm loving the new time. Just so you all know.
Says the Australian.
Oh my god. Yes.
We can't change times. I'd fuck up my layout.
Oh god, I almost spilled that. I won't do that.
It's all about the layout, guys. All about the layout. So how is everyone tonight? I think we're like all eating dinner and just...
We're eating dinner. This is my dinner.
We're all just
Lunch.
like eating dinner. Oh my god.
The only thing he knows how to say is no. So.
No. All you see is the very top of his head and like the ears and the eyes, like at the very bottom of
Because
the
he's hanging out in the lap.
Mm-hmm.
You done? He's done.
He's done. He's so unamused right now.
He's gonna hate the internet. He's famous though.
PK is internet famous now.
Yes, he is. He's the gayest cat that I know.
Where's his Twitter account?
Oh, I
Oh
think
god,
it can happen.
don't make pet Twitter accounts. That's so ridiculous.
I'll do it. The actual owners would love it. The best part is this
unless
is not my
it's
cat.
like, unless it's like a situation with something like Lil Bub or Grumpy Cat, where the pet's Twitter account has more followers than the pet owner's account.
This cat would have more followers than me, just by the sheer fact of it being a cat.
That's
Have you
Oh
seen,
yeah.
Have you seen this guy's face? With his
Adorable.
little Hitler stash? With his half stash?
Like those eyes are like super bright, like big yellow eyes.
I am
Look into
addressing my
your
people.
soul.
Humans, this is me looking down at you. Alright, you're done. You're free. Go ahead. And he's just gonna hang out. Oh,
Yep.
what a drama queen. Oh. So, hi.
Hi.
Hey.
We kind of missed last week.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were sick. It happens.
I was dead again.
I'm
Unfortunately.
in that process of dying right now, actually.
No,
Fix it.
Cardinal.
Yeah. The doctor has me taking like 4 different things just to stop this from, getting me.
Actually
So it's fine.
killing you?
Oh no, it's just making me want to die. I
Shall
have
we?
the lung and chest infection. It makes me not breathe properly. So I guess possibly if I stop taking this stuff, I might, but I'm not going to stop, so we're not going to find out.
Shall we go with the inner joke of the fact that you have Ebola?
I hope not.
Yeah, that's all in America now.
Oh,
First
that's
case in
all
Australia.
I
How
hear
would I
First
get?
case
And
Australia.
by all in, we mean like what? 3 people have died or something like that.
I think only one person has actually
And,
died.
like one of them was someone who was where they weren't supposed to be.
I just can't stop laughing at that news reporter.
Leave it
Just-
See, I think
No.
that I saw like a political cartoon where this old guy is freaking out how he's going to die of Ebola, and he has like a cigarette in one hand and a Big Mac in the other, and he just points out like this causes cancer and has a bunch of tar and a bunch of nicotine. This has 1 million calories and is the #1 cause of heart disease, and you're freaking out about Ebola. Like, I think you have worse things to worry about
Oh,
than
yeah.
this disease that has killed a rather small amount of people. I mean, you should still, if you
In
have the
comparison,
symptoms,
Right.
sure, but you'll be okay.
We all here know that though. I'm Project Zero or Patient Zero. Like
You can be Project
we all know
Zero
this.
now.
Everything
We all know this.
of everything.
when the zombies
If it
happen,
becomes
yeah, it'll be me right here.
There'll
right
be
here.
zombie apocalypse. 28 days later, we'll be like, cat,
Oh,
look what you did.
Oh,
I don't think you
no.
would really take that tone, because at that point she's probably going to be trying to eat your brains. Or you
whatever.
could, and that would be more like a sitcom, but...
I would rather die patronizing than.
Well spoken. Well spoken.
My last
Oh,
words
God.
would be, "Cat, look what you did," and then I'll join
You
the
have
horde.
no larynx.
It's like gnawing on my head while I say this.
Yep,
That
all
will
of us
happen, I
down
guess.
here in the loud down under going, your diseases can't touch us. We are too badass.
That's because everything else is trying to kill you there. You've got to get some
Exactly.
slack somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we're so isolated from the world that
You
know,
have
unless
like
it
monster
starts here,
spiders to deal with,
you know,
not
That
Ebola.
stuff, yeah.
yeah. I think I
Yeah.
prefer Ebola at this point. Monster spiders are just full of nope.
Full of nope.
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 Bunch
Just
of-
Nope.
Nope.
Lots of nope.
So
If-
I mean, we might as well go into our normal spiel of things.
Does this even have to stick
Why
at
not?
2 hours now? Does it matter? I mean, we're all going to be awake
No, it's the
forever.
Twitch. It's Twitch's exporting policy.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. And I mean, technically,
I mean, 2
I have to
hours
work
is 2
tonight.
hours. I think we'll be able to get done in 2 hours.
yeah, technically I have to work tonight.
Technically.
Technically.
So what does that mean?
I have to be streaming on Smite All at 1 a.m.
Oh,
Ki-
okay.
Kind of.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
it won't last till 1. Yeah.
You say that now.
I'll bet you money you could probably do 2 of these things at the same time. You probably could get away with it.
to the podcast.
So you'd be
hopefully.
And
streaming
then everyone on
Smite
Smite's like,
while
why
on
the hell are we
podcast.
hearing about anime? What's going on?
That happens anyhow. Come on, guys.
Oh, does it? Well,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah.
actually bonus points towards Smite Ultra there.
There you go.
Plug.
Yeah. A lot of us are huge, like, otakus, so we talk about anime on our streams. It just happens.
Oh my god, talking about streams, I did one last week and dropped no frames. 0
Yay!
frames. Oh,
Oh
I finally got my
God.
settings down. Now, this is a big improvement because it's normally like 47% frames dropped.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
0.
Congrats!
Fun
you need a
times.
medal.
Smooth shit.
Oh no,
However,
I just lost my chicken.
To get that, I had to downscale the resolution heaps and
No, not my chicken.
cap my broadcast out at a very, very low rate. But still, no drop frames, so probably better quality anyway. Might be fuzzy, but you get to see all of it.
Eh,
Oh well.
I could last till 1, Cap'em. That just came from my chat right now. It's awesome.
We're in. Till 1. Let's go.
I'll just end here.
That ain't even nothing. That's like an extra hour. We could do this.
This is
Yeah.
we missed the regular time. We might as well back it up with something else.
No.
I'm alright with that.
We'll see what we can do.
And this is solely here because of you heathens that drink Pepsi on this. That's it.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Arizona iced tea right now.
Have to stick with Harry Dress.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Yes!
Great, now I'm in the
What?
minority this time.
Brother! See, we're perfectly balanced out now.
I actually have Pepsi Next, which is actually pretty good, and it doesn't have as much sugar.
I think I
Actually,
drank
it's
my
pretty
fair
good.
share of Pepsi already
Oh,
today.
Popsy.
I drank my fair share of Pepsi today.
So now that I work, I have a constant supply of just multiple boxes of cans of just everything that I want. It's
Well, there you
hilariously
go.
awesome.
Works.
I like I showed you last time. I have a shelf of Red Bull
Yep.
and a shelf
You
of cola.
do. That made me happy.
It's the best because I can. There's not as much of the shelf left.
I'll be
I'm
right
gonna have
back. I
to
gotta
restock
get
soon,
more food.
but-
More food.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yes.
He's gonna go get his cat.
Oh, I cannot wait.
His cat's right there! Oh my god, he moves!
Cat
and
is
the
right there. Stolen the
I thought it was
show.
a
No one
hammer.
wants him back.
Dude, that's
Just walks up
awesome.
to the camera and sits down. He'd be like, "Yep."
The cat is so camouflaged, though. You can barely
Yeah.
see him.
No, you can tell.
It looks like part of the blanket or like a pillow or something.
I know.
Years.
So question: Who is
Yes.
excited here for the Assassin's Creed releases that are coming out real soon?
Isn't
Liberty,
it's the end of
and,
October.
so Rogue and Unity. Sorry.
Rogue and Unity.
Wait, when
I
is
get-
it? I thought it was November.
It's always
I-
October, the end of October.
Yeah.
really?
I'm
I
getting
thought-
mine on the second of November. And this will be my
Damn it.
first proper collector's edition sign, you know, with statue, with books, and everything. It'll be awesome.
It's fine.
Damn
Yes.
it! I need to go get the. Oh, I need to pre-order the collectors. Shit.
Of what?
Hurry up! It might be, you know.
Or what?
If I have enough when I get
Assassin's
paid,
Creed.
I might also.
Oh,
get
Unity.
Unity for Unity as well.
looks okay.
I want that.
Isn't that supposed to be today?
Here in Australia, it's on
Release.
November 2nd.
Wait.
Release.
Oh, no.
Release.
Game was originally intended to be released worldwide today.
Oh,
However,
okay, well,
on
it's coming out
August
next month.
20th, it was delayed until November 11th.
I
Yeah,
knew it.
it's a November game.
In North America, and November 13th in PAL regions.
I don't know
knew
what
it.
they're gonna do about Rogue, about whatever, which is like one of the most vanilla games ever released in that series.
hey.
I don't know,
still
man.
want to play it.
He looks more a likable character than half the other shit.
It's basically Ubisoft saying, "Okay, we have this next gen version. We need something for the other consoles because we need more money."
Is it sad that I'm more interested in Rogue than I am Unity? Because the lead
I
protagonist
have the same
actually looks
feeling.
like a badass.
I would be upset if you were
Yeah.
interested in both
Oh
of
man,
them.
and that ship.
The boat
I'm
is
interested
cooler.
in both of them. What's wrong with both?
You run into some of
It
the
looks
characters
boring.
from AC3 again, because
Yeah.
it's in the same time span. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on. There's going to be some cool recurring characters that I want to see. And
Now,
this
what is
guy
our
actually looks
topic
like a
right now? I
badass.
forgot. Like, did
We're
did
we're still in intros. We don't have
Oh, we
topics.
haven't even done
We didn't even
intros.
start
Jeez.
intros.
Okay.
We didn't
Did
even
we
start
start
intros.
We don't care.
just
We're
Well, we
all,
have 3
right over
hours.
it.
So.
intros is food. 3 hours.
Okay.
See, we are going till 1. We got you back,
There you
buddy.
go.
Sure.
Confirmed.
Well, to be fair,
Rocket to one.
I'm more interested in Unity just because I like the idea of being able to jump in a window and instantly go inside without a loading screen. I think that's kind of cool.
You could do that in 3.
Yeah, it's good. Well, unless you like 900p on Unity, I'm like Ubisoft and their parity argument.
Yeah, I would say if it was any other series, I would say I'm just gonna wait till it comes out on PC. But it's Ubisoft,
Yeah.
and they hate PC. Well,
Hate
Oh,
PC.
yeah.
Yeah.
not so much because Watch Dogs wasn't bad on PC at all, comparatively, and the release wasn't that far off, I don't think either. But with Assassin's Creed, it's every one of its
The
like
main
extra
problem
bad.
with the main problem with Ubisoft and their games is not that the games are bad. They just have a terrible problem with hyping them up in the marketing. Just say a game, it doesn't have to be the greatest next-gen statement. It doesn't have to be that. It just needs to be good, and people will buy it.
Yeah.
You don't need to hype it up that much. People will be disappointed. It's happened 3 times this year.
Personally,
That's
I don't
true.
watch the hype.
Smart.
Yeah, it's just
You'll
we've
enjoy
all
the
been
game
burned
more.
by that before, so
Yeah.
it's like we're all becoming jaded, I think.
Yeah. At least
Oh,
us here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there are
Oh, yeah.
there are still several people that I know that are like, "Oh my God, Twitter is showing all this stuff for Assassin's Creed. Oh my God, must post everything Assassin's Creed. Oh my God." And
You know
then
what?
it's like,
Here-
seriously, unfollow.
You don't need to. And a lot of that
Like,
stuff
Unity's-
is like already been posted twice.
Unity's thing with me seems to be like between Unity and Rogue, it's the exact same, like the technology and how new it's going to be doesn't interest me at all. Just like that for in the actual game, like the wrist crossbow thing that they have going on, the technology
Yeah.
doesn't interest me. I'm more interested in this angry Irish dude with a musket because he seems like he
Fair
actually
enough, yeah.
like got a pair and he's an interesting character. And I don't know anything about this guy. The what's his face from Unity? Forget his name. Arno.
Although
That's it.
Arno.
there is one thing about Unity I do like, the fact that they are going for a more cooperative, so like 4-player experience, which is kind of cool.
That's
Because
kinda
you got
cool.
Arno,
And it's drop in,
Arno
drop
2, Arno 3,
Yeah.
and Arno 4.
Yeah.
They're not characters.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people misinterpret. They're not other people.
Mhm.
Yeah, obviously.
Because this
It's
whole
like, yeah,
thing is
4
not
people,
real.
yeah.
Yeah. you help your buddies out with missions, which is cool. And I think that might be one step closer to Assassin's Creed Online. Please.
They're probably going to make an Assassin's Creed Online.
That would be
I wouldn't
kinda
be surprised.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun. I mean, as long as they don't make it too MMOE and keep,
just see a bunch of
the
people
action
just clustered
Assassin's Creed
around on
game.
the rooftop.
Yeah.
No one can see me. Anyone see me? Can anyone
We could
see
do it.
me?
I mean, how
Dude.
cool would that be? Because
Hey guys,
like,
can anyone see me?
nobody looks up ever.
It's like you
But-
have that one person in your party who's stealthed, and then you're like, okay, be on the rooftop, and then suddenly they go on stealth and they get killed by like 20 things, and then everyone goes back stealth, and it's like,
Well, in the multiplayer, they've pretty much made Assassins and Templars like the same guys. Like, Templars have hidden blades now. Everybody has that crap. And with a platform like that, think about it. You could, like, your expansions would be new times, like, and eras and shit going on. You wouldn't even need a yearly Assassin's Creed launch. You'd just have people dumping money into a subscription account.
Yeah, but Ubisoft likes annual releases because they can get a ton of money every year.
mhm.
Yeah, but they could be getting a ton of money constantly with this.
Well, they would do
And
that,
then
and they
they'd
would
have
make
to
the
pay
regular.
money to buy the expansion pack, just like WoW.
All they need.
Nah,
pretty
they
much
don't.
be
Their
a new
business
game.
model isn't like
Subscription.
WoW. I think
Dude.
they would stick to annual releases.
All they need is a cash shop to change your outfits. Done.
Microtransactions. that goes so well.
Well, honestly,
Oh,
I think
God.
at this point we would just like kill to be able to create our own character in an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
That would be insane.
Surprised they haven't done that yet. To be honest, they just do that in multiplayer
Yeah.
to a
and then
degree.
it's to a degree. You start with a base thing and you change their costumes up a bit. But
Which is like,
yeah,
yeah.
I think
Should make
I
an
think there's definitely room
assassin
for that.
with fluorescent pink as their outfit,
Well,
and see if anyone
see,
finds them.
If you have the choices,
Jester.
people can.
The Jester. They always had those crazy colors.
Yeah, but not like hot pink.
Hot pink. Dude, can't you
You
do
never
that
know.
in Unity though? Multiplayer? Hot
I don't know
pink
if you get to
assassin?
choose. I don't know if you get to choose what color you are.
I
I
don't
think
know.
you just appear as like the blue player or the red player or whatever.
Pizza!
Yeah.
You did my pizza
Yeah,
out
me
of
too.
It is officially 100% dinner for all of us.
Right.
We should go into our week. Let's go into our week.
Alex is like, enough of this.
We're just talking about games, and that's my shit. So.
So
We're very
Alex, what
encroaching
have
on
you
his
been doing?
territory.
Watching Cat
Watching
die,
you die.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
telling her not to die.
Oh my god.
You know what helps? Strepsils. Like the ones I have numb your throat completely. You can't cough, even if you want to. There's no strength in the muscle. It's completely numb.
Well, what I've been
It's
doing is
great.
I've been preparing because I'm going to be moving soon, which is a little bit disappointing because I know that 2 of the 3 of you live in this town.
Yeah. You can always move here. I mean, Australia's
No.
pretty awesome.
He's like, no.
I got nothing else to live for. I'll go for it.
You have the nerve to tell us all this horrible stuff that happens in your town, in your country, every day, every time we do this, and then you say, "Join us."
Yeah. No.
And I'm like,
Probably have
One
cookies.
of us. One of us.
I will
Anyway.
say now two things about the move. First of all, I'm not going to completely sever all ties with this town. I know some people, and my sister's still going to be living in this town, so I can come back. Second
You're
of
not just
all,
gonna
I am
vote
still going to
for
be doing the
alcohol,
podcast.
y'all.
Promise. Not leaving the podcast. This is too much fun. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
And we'll play games or whatever, play like Cards Against Humanity or whatever we do. So that's not changing. It's still part of the Slash Chatters, and I have no intention to leave. Other than that, it's I've been doing a lot of the writing for the games aside from the typical fine work kind of stuff. I might look for something, an administrative position, just like filer or something. But as far as the game stuff, been trying to get involved. I've been kind of cranking out a lot of news for the website for Hardcore Gamer. I'll try and get to the big stuff when I talk about the games, but I have been trying to get back into some videos. I did have my Gone Home episode of Vidya Games launch. I think I did do that before the last podcast, so I think I probably told everyone. But if not, it's on my Twitter profile. It's pinned to my profile. But as far as new projects, I am starting another Vidya Games, and I'm trying to get another video out this week on a game that I've been playing a lot of lately.
What game?
Um,
What can you
huh?
say? I said, what
Can
game
you
or
say?
can you say?
I kind of
Or is
don't
it a
want to say,
surprise?
unless you've been following me on Twitter, where I've probably been talking about it over and over and over again. Yeah, I'll just say it. I'm going to do a Bayonetta 2 mess play, because I've been doing...
I am not surprised. A lot of people are talking about that.
Because it's...
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I kind of already made an argument on Twitter about this, about how Polygon short-sheeted them, saying, like, it's overly sexualized, so we're not going to give it as good a score. I've already said stuff about that and said that you can't call a video game sexist because it's not a thing. What
Yeah,
you're
but-
basically saying is that the creator is sexist and the people who like the game is sexist, and you can't put in that in a review. That's rude. That's insulting. But that's for another
It
day.
is. All right.
So in order to get the footage, I brought my Wii U up into my room. So I'm finally able to capture some Wii U footage, and there are some games that I'd like to capture some footage for. As far as Bayonetta 2, I haven't played too much of it. So far, I've played just enough to capture enough footage for it. Oh my god, it's so good. Now, as everyone knows, I'm a huge fan of Platinum games. Love them to death. And after hearing the early reception of the game being like Game of the Year material, I was like, wow,
That was
I did
awesome.
not expect people to like this so much, because it's a very it's not niche, but it's core. It's very, and I think Platinum Games does this a lot. They kind of take retro gaming and make it palatable to today's market, because there's no like RPG elements. There's not too much multiplayer. There is a multiplayer, an online multiplayer, but there's nothing like massively multiplayer. It's not like online play is the focus. It's just good game design. The battles are so over the top. It demands a lot of skill to be really good at. And oh my god, I'm just hooked. I just want to play it right now because it's so good. It just starts out, like, once you get past the initial introduction, you see...
I'm sorry. I heard. Once you get past the initial introduction, my brain immediately heard, once you get past the initial gratuitous crotch shots.
Well, there are a lot of gratuitous crotch shots.
Bayonetta.
I'm not gonna lie there. But
Sounds interesting.
you see in New York, it takes place in it goes to New York City, and you see Bayonetta there, and you see Rodin, who is the like Satan's helper, and he's dressed like Santa Claus. So you got this big, gruff black guy in
You're
combat
killing Santa
boots and
Claus?
like a tough guy, and he's dressed like Santa Claus. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. And it
sounds
just
ridiculous.
takes off from there, and the battles are and the interesting thing about Bayonetta 2 is that this entire year and the start of this gen has just been 1080p 60 frames per second. The PlayStation 4 can do 1080p 60 frames per second. The Xbox One can't. And we got these teams arguing, and then you got Bayonetta 2. It's always 60 frames per second. Those 60 frames are beautiful, beautiful 60 frames, and it's just a great looking game. And it demands a lot of skill. You got to be really good with your reflexes, and it's just that kind of game that I just love so much. It just, oh, it's so good. It's going to be my game of the year. I can guarantee it, just because it's the reason I bought a Wii U. And I know some people, it's not the only game I'm going to play on the Wii U, but when I found out that Bayonetta 2 was only coming to the Wii U, I'm like, yeah, now I got to buy it. So now I played it, and it's worth it. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Aside from that game, I actually played the Stanley Parable.
That game is great.
A coworker
It's so
of
funny.
mine actually showed it to me, and he said, you should really give this a try.
It's an excellent
And I
character.
finally got
gave
around to
that
playing it.
Everybody I knew for Christmas one year. It was great.
I heard about it. And I'm like, oh, it's this super
It's
experimental
hilarious.
game, and it's very funny. It's very witty. But I'm like, okay, I have no idea what it could be about. And then I played it, and I'm thinking, the whole time I was thinking, because I had just played Gone Home before it, which a lot of people compared it to, because it's sort of the, not your traditional game. But when I played Gone Home, I'm like, there's no agency here. Nothing I'm doing really matters. Like,
But
it
it
lacks
does.
agency. And then I play the Stanley Parable, which is a game about agency. It's because everything you do sort of has free will. It's your decision, but it's not really. It's like scripted. The game kind of plays around with player choice, and I'm like, and it does it in a very funny way. The narrator is great.
Mhm.
Like one of the best parts of the game that I've played so far. Now I haven't gotten every ending, but I've gotten like the ending, and I've actually gotten a few others. There was one where there's an achievement that you get for clicking the handle of a certain door 5 times. And you click it 5 times, and then the narrator says, "Oh, come on. Why did you do that? For the achievement?" No, no. If you
Oh.
want the achievement, you got to click it like maybe something like 20 times. So you click it 20 times. And then he's like, "No, I'm still not feeling it. You should click it maybe it needs more work, maybe like 50 times." And of course I do it because I'm a stupid idiot. And then I'm eventually he's like, "Okay, now go click the handle of that door over there." And I do it. And he's like, "Okay, now go to this door. Now touch the copy machine. Now get on top of this desk. Now click that door again." And you go on this crazy wild goose chase. And eventually you get the achievement after like 10 minutes of just running around this facility doing random stuff. And then the narrator is like, "Yeah, I think that's worth an achievement." And I'm like, "What did I just do? What did I receive for this? And why do I love it so much?"
Done
So
got played, son.
this is now it's just
The game
Not
plays
knowing
you.
his tryout.
it's so self-aware. And if you're and the thing is, I first heard about Stanley Parable a long time ago, but this is the guy who did that Kanye West game that I played on my channel. So he has a sense of humor. He's pretty humble, like a lot of good indie developers are. But you know, he's that's a smart game. That's probably the smartest game I've ever played, because it teaches you all of these fundamentals about game design, but it's, you know, this is funny. It's one of the funniest games I've ever played for sure. So I'm glad I started playing that. I'm probably going to go back in and try and find all of the other endings, because there's a lot going on in that game, and I'm sure there's more to it. But aside from that, it's mostly been Bayonetta 2, kind of collecting some footage for the next video games as well, and Stanley Parable, just because I'm like, I'll play Stanley Parable, why not?
Stanley
Okay.
Parable is so
It's still good.
It's funny.
It's amazing. I'm so mad that I didn't play it immediately. But a big thank you to my co-writer at the games website for introducing me to this, because man, it's good. And it recently got like I think it broke a sales record. It was like reached like 500,000 sales on Steam, because it recently went on sale, so it got a milestone. So good for Davey Redden for doing really well with that. Well worth it.
Nice.
Next.
Nice, very nice.
Who's next?
That would be me, probably.
Okay. Flip for it.
It
Fight
could be you
for
if you
it.
want, because you know
Rock,
I'm good.
paper,
Let's
You
get
know.
the tragic Australian news out of the way first.
There goes
Rock,
my
paper,
camera again
scissors,
for
shoot.
some reason.
And then he
Never.
disappears.
It just leaves, just right out of the room. Just walks away. Desk flip gone.
So what have you been up
So-
to, Harthnell?
Lots of work, because I've been sick, lots of anime. I watched one series recently, which I guess could just be described as like fan service the series. It's called Witchblade. It's interesting. It's an old one, I think. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of
But I'm just
fan
like,
service
yeah.
series.
Yeah. There's a
I
lot
have-
of other
I
shit
have the
that
comic
gets
Takes
sitting
animated
right
that.
to
there.
another, you know, the series is interesting. A
How'd
good
you like
story and
that
everything.
first boss?
Anyway,
Name off of a fan series.
try to
fan
move on.
series. Vicky Tucson.
Yes.
You could say the Kitty Grade was one. Love Hina. All that shit.
Love how it knows all of these.
This is probably going to be the one with the most fan service I've seen so far.
Now I do
It's
know
called-
about. Wait. I think I know what you're talking about when you mean Witchblade. I haven't seen it, but
Wait.
That demon
Yeah,
lady
let's put it
with
this way.
like the
Like,
Witchblade has
It's
got
got
a
all your-
long-standing thing
Yeah.
in comics. It has a live-action series,
Yeah.
and then it had an anime that kind of goes off and does its own thing.
wait,
And
is it an
Cat
American?
has like
Okay,
everything
so-
from it.
Wait.
It was
I
originally
think
an
it's
American
right.
comic.
So now it has.
I have the
Oh.
anime. I have
Yeah.
the anime, and I have the original comics.
Okay, so
She's a fan.
the anime series that I watched, like, it has all your typical fan service shots, you know, with camera. But then the fighting, whenever they get hurt, it's just like them moaning and shit. So, like, that's why I'm like fan service
That's
to
probably
series.
distracting the moaning, and so is
Well,
that cat.
Comic.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
original material we're working with here. So
Very
Okay,
awesome.
well at least it's not their fault. They're just staying true to the original source material. So.
She pulls a sword from her crotch.
Well, I thought
Yep,
you were gonna
quite
say
literally.
ass. Like,
No, like. Let's
Yeah.
see.
as we search for it,
as we search. So next on the list, I think is Tokyo Ghoul. I'm going to watch that, and then I don't know what's after that. I have a list on my computer somewhere. I've
apparently
been told
that
it's
has
very
been-
good.
Tokyo Ghoul has been greenlit for a season 2, which
Oh,
is
very
good,
nice.
as you will find out when you get to the end of this one. It's like, I wish we started with this. Ugh.
I watched all of Log Horizon and caught up to the new series, so like
Good
awesome.
man.
Fucking
Sure, we're
love
gonna-
that show.
I'm sure we're going to
Very
discuss
good.
that. We always discuss that show.
no, I
Now we
haven't
can-
seen.
Ah,
I haven't seen this last new episode.
I
But
powered
now that
through
we've all
series
seen
so
it,
quick.
you have seen it all the way through, right, Josh?
Yep.
Okay. So, David, what do you think of the first season overall? I mean, don't
First season
say
overall,
anything
okay.
specific, but what do you think about it?
I like it. It takes a better spin on that whole MMO world trapped in thing than all of the others that I've seen so far. Because for the best that we can tell, they're not stuck in a game with their computer in front of them or whatever. They're literally there. That's what it feels like. I like the main character because he figures out some things as just like, we can actually build shit like this was the real world. Awesome. That becomes important much later on. But overall feel of it, I really did freaking like it. I don't know what to say without being able to spoil anything for someone that hasn't seen it.
Now, do you hate Akatsuki like Josh does?
I wouldn't say hate, but I'm just like, I don't know, grow a pair, say something, or move on. Just like, what did the frickin' do? But
Okay,
whatever.
okay. I don't know if I'm gonna get banned off of Twitch for showing you guys this, but
Do it.
be
Do it.
prepared.
Do it.
What
Yep.
the heck?
It's a
That would be
sword.
That
Yep.
is a sword.
It
That's
looked
like
that's
I
the
know.
hilt
first.
of a sword. Straight up disclaimer, that's a sword. It's not a dick. It's a sword.
It just happens to,
Look
Look
like
like
it. Yeah.
That's not even
Yeah.
going in the right place for. You know what? Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a sword.
But
when
She,
it- when it
she
comes
pulls
to
the
that,
sword
it
out of
doesn't
her.
matter.
Like
Yeah.
And do the research.
Yeah.
If you want to confirm it, just go online. You'll find it, and you can confirm it.
Very awesome. Been playing Borderlands pre-sequel.
How's that going for you?
I'm enjoying what 2K Australia has done to the fact where they've just hammed up the accent with every character they could possibly do it with.
That's right. Isn't it like the entire moon is like occupied by Australians?
Yes, it is like the super like Aussie versions of us. Like they're the people that you find in the outback that have like no contact with people. Like
Now, do you think that the pre-sequel should have been DLC? Because that's kind of the argument that I'm hearing some people
okay,
say
so-
about that.
my argument the whole time I was playing Borderlands 2 was we better fucking get on that space station. So I'm glad it happens. But I don't know if it should have been its own game. I understand that it's just a game to take up some space in between the next one.
Yeah, I recognize that
Uh,
shot. Yeah.
this
It's
is
like on the DVD or something.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the one from the anime. Now it's
Yeah.
supposed to be the same girl, but they made her red instead of purple.
Yeah.
So
And then there's
what
a
was I
live
saying?
action show, which is.
However,
it's so bad.
this
Yeah.
last boss in pre-sequel is pissing me off to an extreme. I constantly get to putting it within like a little tiny sliver of its life where you have to shoot like one more time and I just insta-die for some reason.
I'll tell
Every
you why.
time.
It's because you're not playing Claptrap. That's why. I don't know if you are or not,
Sure,
but I'm just.
I'm not.
assuming.
was playing Nisha the Lawbringer because her ability just to auto aim at everything. Oh my god, that with a sniper rifle, you don't have to move the mouse. You just hold down right click and just fire. You headshot
All the
everything.
characters seem really interesting in this one. There doesn't seem
Yeah.
like there'd be one that I wouldn't like to play, which is kind of cool.
What is this?
Borderlands
pre-sequel.
Gotcha.
A lot of people have initially gone for Claptrap. And me and my friends were talking about it before, that where is the incentive to go anything else other than Claptrap, other than, free will to choose? Because his skill tree is insane, and if you play in a group of 4 of them, you'll just march to the game with effortlessly.
That sounds dangerous, considering how
Yeah.
random it is.
Yes. So I was like, I'm not even going to consider it as an option. I went through the other 3 that were there, and I went, I'm going to go with the Lawbringer, because that ability is badass. So that's how I did my choice. I tried to record some of it. I, couldn't talk because of the dying. So every time I tried to talk, I'd be like, so
Yeah, you got to
that.
be in a certain condition to do proper
Yeah.
commentary.
So, it's been a couple days since I started the medication stuff, and I already feel like worlds better. So,
Good.
yeah, back to work tomorrow, probably. Yay. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's it.
anime, games, awesome. I mean, what else can you do during the week? Moving on.
Could be, like around here, and everyone watches sports.
Screw that.
Thank
Now the
you.
thing with now, like
I'd rather play the sports.
all the
than watch
people I knew
sports.
from like school and college are like Kansas City Royals, and I'm like, I'd rather them win than the Giants. I'm kind of tired of New York sports. Those people, because I'm from St. Louis. The only
Isn't that
good
game going on right now?
I don't care.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
from
from
so I'm
St.
not
Louis,
forced
so
to
we
watch
only
it.
care about the Cardinals because they really are our only great team. But if the Cardinals were in, I might watch it, but I really don't care.
The only
I'll
time
just
I care
check the
about
scores
sports
on Google.
is when the people at my office care, because then we get free lunch. That's about
Oh, okay.
it.
That
Mhm.
is a thing. That's worth it.
Yeah.
Especially since one of the Cardinals players just recently died in a car crash, which was very sad.
That is sad.
Way to bring it down.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And he was 22, by the
Jeez.
way.
Dude.
Well, thanks. That's
my
even
job.
worse.
Approach it.
The Pepsi.
No, I mean, it's
Blame
sad.
Pepsi.
Trust me. I'm like, but
Yeah. Jeez.
moving on. Mr. Josh.
Josh.
God, it
So
is.
Josh.
What have I been doing? Lots more working
there
primarily.
goes the camera again.
I like it how
Transforming
you
an
say
anime.
it, and then it doesn't happen until you stop saying it, and then it goes out. Then it comes back.
Happens
But,
on my end first.
Well, I haven't been up to a whole lot. I've been doing a lot of gaming, actually. Still keeping up with the anime and stuff. But I've recently finished both Shadow of Mordor and Alien Isolation. Like,
Very awesome.
yesterday, actually. I
Oh, wow.
killed both of those off. And I gotta give props to both of them. Those are excellent games, both in their own things. Alien Isolation is probably easily one of the scariest things that I've seen in a long time. It's really, really good. And I haven't seen a good first-person horror game that was really that good since,
Wow.
like, Amnesia. Like the first one, not like this Machine for Pigs, which wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good. This
I heard
is like
that a
the
machine
first-
for pigs, which is actually connected to one of the news stories I'll talk about. But
Hmm.
it was just not scary, just sort of gruesome.
Went through the thing, and it's not even really that gruesome. It has a few good jump scare moments, but it's not like doesn't have the level of creepy that the first Amnesia had. It had the Lovecraftian insanity of things. You didn't know what was real, and you thought you were going nuts, and all that. Machine for Pigs is mostly I have to navigate this horrible thing to figure out what's going on, and it's a lot more like settled in reality, really. But yeah, Alien Isolation is the best horror game I've seen since the first Amnesia, and I play horror games about as much as I can. Like, Outlast wasn't really that scary. It was super gory, and it had a good story, but it wasn't that scary.
Question for you. Are you looking forward to Evil Within, I think it's called?
The 2 games that I've started since I beat those 2, one of which is Evil Within, and the other one is actually Styx Master of Shadows,
Okay.
which is a prequel of Orcs and Men, where it's just stuck in my head now. Like the next time I play Pathfinder or D&D or whatever, whoever's most unfortunate to run it, I'm gonna play a Goblin Rogue now. I have to, because that's the coolest freaking thing ever. I love this guy. He's a sarcastic asshole.
Well,
And
this day, any week, is my day off, so I'm happy to run something.
absolutely.
It's up to you guys to pick, because I'm just like, it's fine, I'm cool, I'll run whatever.
Well,
I'm that guy, I'll run whatever.
The sweeps season has actually jumped in full for me in the TV industry. So that means
Nice.
I'm working the next 8 straight,
Oh.
something like that. So it's going to be somewhat rough. I think I'll probably actually have. I might have Tuesday, maybe not, because we're
At
doing
least the
parades
paycheck
and
will be
weird stuff.
good.
The paycheck will be good,
Mm.
but So what else have I been doing? That keeping up with the TV stuff. Constantine just started. They had to change it around a little bit, and I'll talk about that in mine. But it's still
Got a lot
good.
of mixed reviews about that pilot.
It's what it is, but it's not terrible. I can say that much because I mean this is just what I've been watching, and still watching all the same shows that I've been watching. The Flash and Arrow are still going on. Gotham's still going on. Now this and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Lots of superhero nonsense, and there's even more superhero nonsense for TV and movies once we get there. But
Oh, yes. Very yes.
I think, and coming up with ideas for this Dark Heresy campaign that I'm going to be running sometime next week, probably. We'll see. But I need other horrible ways to destroy my players, and I have a few wonderful ideas. But, yeah, I think that's about it. It's the cat's turn.
So I was sick.
Yep.
And then was sick again.
Yep.
And still sick.
She's patient
wake up
0,
today?
by the way.
Yeah,
When did you wake up
patient
today?
zero. Well, okay, so here's what happened, and I will show you the proof
She
of
can't
what
just
happened.
say a number. It can't just be a number. There's a long thing to go with this.
Okay.
Of course.
See, okay, look. Okay. Here's
Zero
my
alarm.
phone. It says 1:40 a.m.
Yeah.
Not p.m. a.m. And I was like, what? What? Like,
That's
what?
why the alarm didn't go off when it was supposed to.
Yep. I was
So
like...
that's what my phone looks like, but mine's correct.
Mine looks like crap because it's old.
But I was like waking up like super late and was like, what the fuck? Like it's already like dark. Like what?
That sounds
And I'm
about
like-
right.
I'm like, oh shit, I missed podcast. And not for the lack of like trying, but lack of, fucking phone. Just fucking phone. Like I was just like, whatever.
Hey, blame Apple. It's a common thing right now. I mean, the phones are bending, they're exploding and catching on fire in people's pockets. That happened.
Ooh,
Oh my
exploding in fire
The
in a
new,
pocket.
the new iPhone 6?
Sick.
Yeah, a guy was
fire.
on one of the... it was like one of those little street cars that are pulled by bicycles, like over in China or whatever. It was in his pocket, and like he stood up and like hit it off of something. Apparently, it like hit the phone at just the right way that the battery popped out while the phone was on. And it's an iPhone, not supposed to do that, so it didn't immediately disengage. So it caught on fire in his pocket.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
Apple apparently has agreed to. They already gave him a new phone, so he was happy about that. And he was also trying to be like, "Hey, you want to help out with these medical bills? Maybe." And they said, "We'll get back to you." And he hasn't heard anything from since. Is anybody really surprised?
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't be surprised if they all had bombs in them.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. If I
Yeah.
was an evil tyrant
Press the
and I
button.
wanted to like do something to take over the world, I'd make something insanely popular and put bombs in all of them. That's just me.
It'd work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, NSA.
I was gonna say, now the channel gets shut down. Thanks.
You mentioned the word bomb too many times. They're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's a video game thing, man. That's all we talk about is shit blowing up. It's just digitally.
Technically, a phone would be digitally.
Damn it. Everywhere I go, it's the puns and the shitty jokes.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
But yeah, so other than, missing podcast earlier today, and being sick this entire diabolical dude.
See, I'm rubbing off on people. Can't get away.
Yes, it is diabolical, 100%. But
We
other
shall
than,
control the world.
yes.
I need more Coke. I'll be back.
Okay. So other than, that and being sick, I'll wait until Josh gets back to give my main, what I've been doing this week. Got back to streaming Smite, which is great. What else? I haven't been streaming anything else, which sucks. I need to do that. My YouTube channel kind of went down a hill. I'm like, I haven't been doing vlogs or anything since I've been sick, and I was like, so, playing a crap ton of Arcade.
I'm still not at Arcade. I go to that website a good like twice a week going, send me my confirmation email again. I'm not getting it.
Aww.
I can't play it for some reason. They just don't like me.
Did you try,
I'm feeling the not love from that company.
Did you try, like, redoing?
Yep.
Like,
I even sent it to a different email address that I have. Still hasn't arrived.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Who's not sending you what?
Arcade isn't sending him a
So
confirmation.
you can't confirm your account to stop playing it until they send you that confirmation email. I've asked them to send it a good like 15 times or so now. Still haven't gotten it.
Hey guys, there's
So
this dude in Australia that's trying to play. We're not allowing that, right? Okay. Hey guys,
What?
you won't shut up.
That'd be free
At
shit,
Arcade
then maybe I'll
HQ.
give it a little more.
But,
That'd be interesting. The only Australian to play. Must be something weird going on.
So also, based on Arcade news, I'm kind of living in the world of Log Horizon right now.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
She's in the database.
Oh,
The database.
database.
I'm struggling
gonna
in
do it if
the
you didn't.
database.
First thing that came in. I love that song so much.
No,
That's
no,
the first thing you
why.
think of when you think of Log Horizon. is going to the database.
but seriously, it's a real life, like, Log Horizon, I swear to God. So, a good friend of mine has, like, been, like, a negotiator with these, like, guilds that have been going around, and, like, was in another guild, and then it merged into another guild, and then they merged into another guild, and essentially, he's playing Shiro. He's doing the strategy, he's talking with these alliances, getting all these smaller guilds into a big guild. We actually are starting to call it, like, the round table as, like, a joke. Like,
Awesome.
Are there a bunch of anime people in this game?
sort of?
Like, do they know?
Probably.
You
Not
don't
many,
really have to know because
not
that's
many people
actually
really,
pretty
like, know
standard,
the reference, but, yeah.
They should.
It's so funny because then I'm sitting in the background and, like, because he's, like, my good friend and I've been playing the game with him, I feel like Akatsuki, where I'm just like, I can't do
I was
shit.
gonna say, are you a ninja? Are you a tiny ninja in this
She
game?
is the short ninja lady.
Actually, no, I essentially play a hunter. So I have my bow and then, like, dual wields. So,
So
I mean,
this is like WoW like that? Are
Yeah.
hunters still the noob class?
no, actually, they are the
Waiting
most,
for you to. I was waiting to see how you'd react. You're like,
overpowered.
you need to defend yourself.
they're actually the most overpowered.
They're
like,
OP.
They're OP. But yeah, so, like, it really does feel like a Log Horizon sense. Like, there's so much drama, like, based on, like, guilds that are not going to join this alliance, and, like, the red guilds, and, I mean, it's hilarious. It really is, and it's awesome just to sit back and, like...
That's cool though.
Just
That's
watch
actually
it
very
unfold.
important because there's very few like theme park style MMOs like that that can pull off that sort of thing. Because the only game that I've ever seen pull off stuff like that where it gets to that big of a level is like EVE Online.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
That's entirely player driven, and it's pretty cool that this game does some of that, or at least has the potential to do stuff.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is they don't have an alliance feature. So you have to have
You do it yourself.
Yeah, you have to put either a written agreement, a verbal agreement, or you need to come under one banner. And essentially that's what happened, is they decided, hey, look, we're going to pick this one guild, they're well structured, and we're going to come underneath their banner. And that's what's happened. And it's actually really amazing to see, like, the politics that is going on. Oh my god, Victim Gaming, thank you for the hosting to 82 viewers.
Woo!
Oh my god, thank
Very
you so
awesome.
much.
82 viewers, really?
82 viewers. Thank you, Victim.
Hey,
Thank
that's
you,
awesome.
Victim.
How many do we usually get at a time?
Like
I know,
10.
Well, then we should do it at this time from now on.
If I'm hosting, then maybe another 2.
Thank you, Victim. But yeah, so
Evan, you better be watching this. I sent you the frickin' link.
John's watching.
I'm talking
He
about
was-
my
I know.
dumb friend Evan.
Yeah, but he was the
First
one who
80
said
viewers
diabolical.
in the world.
But so
Well,
yeah,
I did post this on Twitter, so
I know,
hopefully
I did.
people
I was
know are
like,
doing it
Twitter to the twits.
too. Tweet.
To the twits.
But it's seriously been like Log Horizon, and it's so good. It's like so good because then I get to sit there and like just engulf this world, and like I'm like I don't have to deal with the stress of the politics. I get to like be part of it, but not like the one that gets all the shit dumped onto them, for lack of a better term. But
We know. We've all played MMOs. We know how it
Yeah.
goes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've all probably run guilds
I
at
haven't, but
some
I know
point.
how it works.
But the people in the guild are just.
I read one for like a
so
week.
cool.
Does that count?
Yeah, totally,
Yes,
dude.
It actually
Should
does.
kick
I
the
did
guy
one.
who's Nautsugu. Akatsuki's curse.
Hey,
They're-
hey, okay. I did run a guild in Vanilla WoW, and I did play a tank, and it is a real fucking curse, okay? Shut up.
Getting kicked by short girls who say you're a pervert.
That
Yeah.
has never happened to me ever.
Remind
ever.
me to kick you.
That sounds fun. I'd like to do that. Not that I'm a
There you go.
pervert.
Next time you
That's
meet, you're
Grimm's
getting
job.
kicks.
But something that's
pervert.
hilarious about this server too is we have Laughing Coffin.
Okay.
Really?
We
They actually-
have-
Are they actually called?
Huh?
Are they actually calling themselves that as well? Or is
They're
it just...
No,
Yeah,
they
okay.
went pirate, so they're PKing everyone. The
Nice.
weird part about it though is the guild master is called Kirito. I'm like, this does not make
Oh,
sense.
lame.
This does not make sense.
Kick
Non-canon.
him out. Kick him out.
Non-canon. No.
If you're gonna choose a name from a show, at least run by what they do.
Right.
Jump in
Jeez.
this
Right?
shit.
Choose a name for the show. Don't let it be a stupid Mary Sue.
So
Whatever the male equivalent of it is. I
You're right.
No,
forgot.
he's not that close to male anymore, all right?
Yeah, he's like really a
He's
He's
rolling
drifted away.
downhill.
yeah, Laughing Coffin is a pirate guild, which is hilarious. Like they're just really hilarious to like deal with and to see because Kirito's like number one pirate guild in the galaxy. Like, what? What? 1 trillion members, best pirate guild ever.
Oh, that's sad.
If-
That's really
If it
sad.
wasn't, at least he's not taking himself seriously because at the name, I'm not taking him seriously.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I did find out that there is a Log Horizons guild,
Join that.
but it's in the opposite faction, and there's only like 8 members.
Who cares? There's only like
No.
9 members in the real Log Horizon.
That's
Be the
true.
9th person.
But none of them have, like, okay, sorry, there's one person who's named, like, Nyanta-A, or something
You'll
like
be
that. It's like the,
Akatsuki, and there'll be a Shiro somewhere there.
there's a Shiro on the server, and there's an Akatsuki on the server, but they're not in those guilds, so,
That's dumb.
yeah.
Why would you
Um,
name yourself Shiroi and then not join that guild?
Because he has to make it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's-
Yeah.
Form the round table. Trick
It's
them
called-
into giving you that guild, because that's what Shiroi
Everything.
would do if he didn't own
Right.
the guild. He would trick someone into giving it to him.
Oh, so apparently the male equivalent of a Mary Sue is a Marty Sue.
Marty.
Okay, that sounds
Okay.
really
Really?
Yeah.
Marty Sue.
Stew. S-T-U.
I know a guy.
Stew.
Marty Stew.
Marty Stew.
I knew a guy
thought it
named
was
Marty, and I'll never be able to look at him the same ever again. And it doesn't.
I know a
matter.
guy named
Like,
Stu,
it's so
so...
with this guy.
Marty is gonna write his fan fictions.
But yeah, so I mean, this server is very interesting, like very interesting, and like we do have all these like anime people that are running around, but none of them are in their correct locations, and I'm just like, what? There is there is the tank. I saw the tank running around at some point. I don't know. I don't remember what guild he's in, but he was running around on the server at one point, so that was pretty cool. I'm trying to think. Oh, I saw, oh, what was it? Kirito and Asuna are in Laughing Coffin.
Of all the
There-
people
Wait,
that
what
wouldn't
girl?
go
Oh,
pirate.
wait, that girl that everyone forgot
Right.
about, including
Right.
the creators of Sword Art.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
It's not important. It's fine.
And all of the
But, yeah.
characters that wouldn't go pirate. Really.
Yep. Yep. It's so true, and I'm just, I constantly, like, I'm just laughing. But apparently they have, there's a guild that is, like, the subsect of Laughing Coffin that's called Finally Famous, which is another pirate guild, which is hilarious, too. I'm like, you're finally famous. No, you're not. Like, no, you're not. Just, like, no. But, yeah, it's definitely been fun. Arcade has been a lot of fun. Even if I'm just, like, today, I harvested 500 things of barley. That's all I did today. I gathered 500 things of barley, and that was like it.
That's not barley then.
I'm like, okay, I'll do this. Like, that's fine. Anime-wise, I've been watching like everything in this new season. It's some of the things I'm like,
Rame got killed. Shit got real.
oh, I know.
Oh, hell. Oh.
Oh my god. Gama got killed.
I thought that was going to happen like the last time, but it didn't even happen.
Oh,
And then it did this way. Oh, it's like, of all the shows I didn't think was going to turn out to be really good, and did, that's this one. Like, I just, like, this is going to be just another, oh, look, it's semi-medieval people with powers, and just go, whatever. And it turned out good.
Yeah, it's good. This last episode, all the feels. Oh my god, the feels. Yeah.
Gotta get them feels.
Them feels. Sword Art Online has taken a horrible turn again. Horrible
It's still
turn.
going?
So
I thought it was done.
surprising.
We're back in Fairyland. I'm like, oh.
Why are they
Right.
back there?
They're
What?
back in. They're back. They're back in Fairyland.
Now, when you mean they, do you mean Kirito and nobody else that matters?
No, like the entire cast is back in Fairyland.
So you mean Kirito and no one else that matters?
Asuna, Shinon is now in Fairyland.
Oh,
She's playing a
God.
cat girl.
Go
Just
figure.
gets worse.
And then they rescued another elf girl that was bound in ice. It's like
Just
the
It-
only
Yeah.
plus side, dude. The only plus side and redeeming factor of this is the fact they're going with Norse mythology.
Really?
They're
Yeah,
in
that's
Jotunheim.
something. I'll admit
What?
that's something.
Well,
Yep.
okay.
They're in
At least
Jotunheim
they
right now.
there.
That's pretty.
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
the only reason I could deal with watching this, just because I'm that into it.
Yeah.
But as soon as they mess something up, I'll be like, no. I'll
Yeah.
be an ass about it, and
Like-
I'll break
Everyone's
the
gonna
fun.
be like, well, we're just counting down when they mess up.
Yeah.
Place your
Because,
bets
like,
on
right
what's
now-
I
gonna
do have a
happen.
question. I do have a
Yes.
question because I'm not that educated in Sword Art Online. I got through the first half of the first season, and I pretty much stopped at the fairy
Right.
bit.
That's
but I know
exactly where you should have stopped. That's exactly where it started
See?
getting terrible.
But I know that the first half of the first season was a full story in the manga itself,
Mhm.
or a book. I think it was
Light
a novel.
novel.
I can't tell.
Light novel.
Yeah. And then the other two games were each their own book. Is this new material that has been written into another book, or is this just new material for the anime? Are
No,
they just-
it's light novel stuff.
So this is actually straight from the source still.
Yeah.
Okay, that's at least good.
So like right now they're going after Thyme and Freya.
What for?
Norse fairies.
Because
yeah,
they want to.
it really is Norse fairies, like,
What?
and they're going after
See,
the
right there already. Not a
Yeah.
fairy. There were fairies. Not a fairy.
yeah, and Kirito's going after Excalibur. In Norse mythology?
Wait,
what?
Is Excalibur's not a
Excalibur's
Norse?
British.
Yes,
Yeah.
right?
King Arthur bullshit.
No,
Did he like
it
go for
showed
like
up
the tree
in
of
the first
Yggdrasil
season.
or something like
Well,
that?
that's part of the story. That
Yggdrasil,
because
yeah.
the main town that
Okay.
they're in is the life tree.
So it's
so, like-
Yggdrasil. Okay.
So, and they're like, oh, we're going to be causing Ragnarok. Like the whole.
They're just
whole
making it up
server.
as they go.
I'm like, oh my god. And then they're
Okay.
talking about.
Okay, if they're gonna throw down this Ragnarok bullshit, we don't get any mention of Loki. If Surtur
Oh God!
isn't
Please
showing
say
up,
they don't talk about Loki. I am so tired of seeing
We're doing
Loki
it
on
wrong.
Tumblr. This will make it worse.
now he's on Sword Art Online, so it can be even more chibi for you.
I know.
Don't
right?
you love it?
Oh, I don't love it. I really don't.
But yeah, it's definitely taken a turn for the worst again. Like, I think if there's a third season, I'm going to watch to episode 15 and then just stop, and then
They're
expect
gonna make another season.
yeah,
of this.
expect the
Expect them to
second
go back
half
to
to
that.
just be awful. Like
Yeah.
Money's
awful.
money's. They make
No,
it.
I-
They don't care.
I saw an interesting anime just by complete random. Well, first of all, I dove back into Kill la Kill. I went into episode 2, and I'm like, I forgot how batshit crazy this was.
But
No.
it's awesome. But it's
Yeah, I mean,
awesome.
I'm gonna probably that's not gonna be my main focus. But I was just on Crunchyroll, and I'm wandering around, and I see there's this anime called "I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying."
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what the heck is this? Okay, so I read it. So it's
Sounds
about
bizarre.
this NEET, this super
Mhm.
otaku guy who marries this lady. So they just get married and they're living together. And
It's a short.
And the thing is, I'm watching this and I'm like, what's going on? There are a lot of like little otaku jokes. Like they mention Ore Emo like
Mhm.
3 times. The guy's younger brother looks like a girl, and so it is a guy, and I had to do research to figure that out. And apparently he likes
Confused
Yaoi,
you, did it?
his younger brother. And anytime
Go
like
figure. This is
like-
gonna be a tropes show.
so I'm
Yeah.
well, I mean, as Kat said, it's like 3 minutes per episode, so it's so short.
Oh,
I don't
this
know what
stuff.
happened.
Okay.
So like there's this one scene where like the guy's younger brother comes to visit, and the weird thing is like the younger brother who literally looks like something right out of Ore Emo
Oh yeah.
is like, oh, big brother, and right about he gets to the part about taking a bath with his older brother and washing his dick. They cut to the kid on the train with his head down, like, we're not going to talk about that. Go home. It's the weirdest cut I've ever seen in an
no,
anime.
that's
So-
neat intentional humor. We're going to go right up to the point where the censorship bureau is going to come in and shoot us all.
They already
And then we cut.
they already had to
So,
mosaic some.
In
fucking
other
nudity
words,
in this thing.
just the tip.
Shut up.
Oh!
Well done. Well done, Cardinal. Well done.
Thank you.
Take a bow.
Thank you.
So like there are three episodes of this anime that are not on premium. So I'm like watching this and I'm like, it doles out these jokes.
All of the points. You get all of the points.
Winner for life. Yes.
I've been dealing with this Ruby shit and all of the Yang puns. Puns from everywhere. And then you throw this shit in. That was the best one so far.
My work here is done. Wow.
Oh,
This-
God.
this-
Okay.
We're done. That's our show, guys.
This anime.
See you
is
later.
just-
Have a good night.
This anime it's the jokes are so fast and it's only 3 minutes long that I just don't know what
Kosher.
in the world is happening. Like now, like so you got like the nerd neat otaku guy, and somehow he married like they look like they're in high school, but they're married. So Japan.
Very typical.
Japan.
And I mean, it's funny. It's just awkwardly funny because
Right.
it just addresses all of the sexual and it's like I'm being beaten over the head by a book full of sexual not sexual animal,
Animal?
sexual
What?
anime.
So I was
tropes.
like, what?
I'm not Plague of Gripes, sorry. Sexual animal tropes that are also in anime.
Right?
Unless you're playing that one Skyrim mod, which I advise you not to play. So, like,
I'm
that
sure
was...
there's a
this?
bunch of mods that we shouldn't address people to play.
There are some
But
mods you
Yeah.
shouldn't play. But, like, I just wandered into this anime. I just see the picture and I'm like, what the heck is this?
I think you were the prime audience here. The audience that had
I don't know.
I'm not making the hentai jokes and all that shit. I'm saying, like, people who don't know what they're getting into just
Yeah.
need to click on this.
Well,
and
I
be
mean,
like,
the banner looks different
Interesting.
than a lot of the other ones, like the Naruto one where it's all action, or the other slice of life. It didn't stand out, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about Ori emo because that is a really awkward topic. I'm like, no. I'm going to go back to Kill La Kill, because after that, I'm like, I need something normal and down to earth. I'm going to watch Kill La Kill.
No.
okay, that's pretty funny.
Normal.
You need to watch. There's another short that is on this season that is a mermaid in a guy's bathtub.
Oh, yeah, I saw the banner of that below.
It's cute. It's
like, what the
funny. It's well put together. The artwork is amazing. I really
That's not
hope...
a mermaid. That's a guy.
Merman.
Merman, sorry.
Okay,
It's a
then you
merman.
turn me off.
It's a person.
And besides,
Oh.
I do not want to hear about these stupid fishtail mermaids. Give them frickin' crab claws. That's all I want.
What?
Lose a fishtail.
What?
Give them, like, crab legs and giant pincers. That would be cool.
I think
Should
we
I-
just
I don't
we
know.
hit a dark topic. Let's move
Yeah.
on. Dark topic.
No, this
Are we
one-
getting into
I-
like Tokyo Gore Police, where like the lower half of the woman was actually a crocodile maw? Are we talking about like suppressed?
No,
symbols
I mean,
here?
like, instead of human legs, they have crab legs. And instead of arms, they have pincers. Everything else can be female. Human.
lobster people.
Sure. Yeah.
Lobster. You
Why
have the
don't they make
weirdest
an
of
anime of that?
fantasies.
I'd watch it.
Wait, Grim.
Oh.
Grim, where are you?
And I have a friend who already shows me. She just sends me all these
Where
freaking
is the
pictures
radio
that she
detail?
finds.
Weird.
Great.
Dark. Like now it's like quiet.
We're-
Come on,
Wait,
people in
gotta
the chat.
do
Tell
it
me you
there.
wouldn't want to see that.
No.
That would be awesome. And I'm not just trying to appeal to Plague Senpai. Come on. Come on. Anyone? I'm not even in the Twitch room, so I don't know.
Oh,
I should do that.
sad.
Oh god.
But yeah, I don't want to see a guy with a fishtail. That was dumb.
He's a pretty boy, and there's an octopus that comes to visit,
Unless
and a
it's like
jellyfish.
some people
this is
say
like
that it should be like
SpongeBob?
reverse mermaids with like the fish head and the female bottom half. And
I've
I'm
seen
like-
that.
And some people would say I want that instead of the mermaid. And I'm like, listen, I know what you're trying to do, like, you know, female human
Crab
lower
people.
body, but do you really want that fish face looking at you the whole time? You have to and it smells, and you just
See,
got.
I was gonna go with the smell. It's probably gonna smell like that one way or the other, buddy.
You gotta
Doesn't
close
matter
your
which
eyes
half.
and just do this while you do it.
Doesn't matter
It's gonna
which
smell
half.
like fish.
And I killed the cat.
It's like in the Futurama where he's about to have sex with a mermaid, and she's like, "Well, how do we do this?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then she says, "Well, I'll lay my eggs and then leave, and then you release your fertilizer." And then they cut to Fry running out of the mermaid village. He's like, "Why couldn't it have been the other fish with the woman on the bottom and the fish on the top?" And I'm like,
You look traumatized, cat. I'm proud.
You alright?
"Yeah,
We killed the host.
let's go back. Let's go back to the lobster girls, because then you know we need a palate.
I'm done. I'm done.
Done with the anime? Okay. What's next?
I
You,
was actually
David?
gonna say, speaking of anime, brief mention, but the Ruby thing is actually coming into its season finale, and
Really?
it introduced a couple of new characters, one of which they'd shown before, but was proven to be a badass, like really cool badass, and it's one of the more interesting anime-esque character designs I've seen. Because you watched this, right, Karth?
Oh hell yeah.
Like, you know, like I'm talking about Neo.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this, like,
For
you
once,
know, you
I
already
actually
knew who I'm
watched the same
talking
shit.
about.
Yes.
Like, so fighting like this character who's like, I think 4'10" in heels, like super short.
Super
She's
short.
called
Okay.
Neo because it's based on Neapolitan ice cream. Like half of her hair is brown and half of it's pink, and her
That's
eyes
kind of
are
clever.
the
yeah.
eyes are the same thing, except she blinks and they change. Wipes the floor with this 6 foot something main character girl in the most badass way ever, and doesn't say a word. Like she's a mute, and it's like the season's building up to way darker and way better. So if you haven't gotten into it, do it. Because
Totally
like
need to.
again with this pun thing, like that's where all the puns have been coming from like the Rooster Teeth crew, because there's one character that is essentially based off of the voice actor who does it. And all she does is make shitty puns left and right, and it's seeping into
Wait, is it
everything.
Lindsay?
No, it's actually Barbara. Like there's actually a subreddit called Stuff Yang Says. It's just bad shitty puns everywhere. And it's like seeping into everything. Like there's people at my work making shitty puns now. And now this. Like this was like Garth was like the cherry on top. That was the best so far. And that's difficult. But yeah,
It's great anime though. You guys should definitely go watch it. Definitely.
Now, there is one other bit of news, I guess.
Plus, being free, YouTube based, so.
yeah,
I just
there's that.
realized that I completely forgot that Anime News Network was reviewing the episodes of Log Horizon. So, and I think they actually liked the first season, which has surprised me because it doesn't look like something that Anime News Network would like. But they didn't like the last episode, but whatever.
But the only other thing I've watched that Rooster Teeth has made has been Red vs. Blue. That's it.
Go watch
There's
Rage
Ruby.
Quit on their YouTube channel. Michael Jones is absolutely hilarious, especially when you find out that he voices a character in Fairy Tale.
Yeah, he voices a character in Ruby as well. Believe it or not.
The way he rages is hilarious.
All of
when
the
I
cursing
first discovered
is
that
hilarious.
series, I was laughing my ass off. And then I'm watching him play Sonic 06. And he's
Oh God.
and then I start watching his full play of Banjo-Tooie, and I'm like, this guy is just crazy. But he's funny because he doesn't know what he's doing. And I love it when he talks to Gavin, because those guys have
It's
this
those two.
crazy dynamic.
There was. I hate to keep jumping on this, but you just reminded me. Somebody put up a thing on, like they submitted it to Rooster Teeth, and it was a fight scene in Ruby, except it's two girls, and they're kind of arguing, but they superimposed from that Michael and Gavin's voices. So
Oh, they
it's just
dubbed it
like they're just
over.
like cursing like
I love it
madly
when
at
people
each
do
other,
that.
and
That's
Gavin is
funny.
screaming while the person's flying through the air, and it's hilarious.
Dude, I have got to
Gavin's
see
like,
this.
"Oh, what are you
I
doing?"
Sounds
gotta
fucking
see
awesome.
I gotta see if I can find it.
It's great.
Yes. If you have a link, I want it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and find it, because Rage Quit's been going on for a long time, and he mostly sticks to like really bad indie games, but every now and then he actually plays something either good or just like AAA. So let me try and find the chat, and there it is. And he just gets so pissed off all the time. Cat Mario is one of the best ones, because Cat Mario is one of the cheapest frickin' games ever. But the news I was going to do is apparently a little news about Toonami. Apparently they didn't get all of Hellsing Ultimate, which is weird, because I thought they'd get the whole series, but they just didn't. Because I stopped watching Toonami after Space Dandy ended, because I'm like, all these other shows I've either seen before or they're completely available online.
Isn't like Hellsing Ultimate like done a long time ago?
Oh yeah, they do a lot of shows that have already ended. Like I can't Space Dandy and maybe Attack on Titan were the only shows that had yet to be completed on other networks. But
you know what I can't wait for? Like I just can't wait any longer. It's Halloween soon, so Helsinger Bridge, the next episode should be coming out soon.
Anything.
I was like, come on,
Abridged anything.
Oh
Well,
no, that is my favorite of all the abridged. I know there's
Hellsing
a
Bridge
few
only
of them,
comes
but-
out once a year on Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But
That is
Dragon Ball
badass.
Z Kai recently made it to Toonami, which a lot of people's like, finally it's home. So it's going to be uncut, which is what it should be. And this is apparently where they're going to keep Dragon Ball Z Kai all the way up until when they premiere the Buu Saga, whenever that is, because they are going to do that. But they announced that they're going to air, and I'm not too surprised hearing this, but it kind of brings me back to like middle school. Inuyasha: The Final Act is going to be on Toonami. Huh.
Wow,
it makes sense because they did air Inuyasha on Adult Swim way back in the day, and when they brought Adult Swim to Toonami, they did air reruns of Inuyasha. Now the thing with Inuyasha, my sister was a hardcore otaku when she was younger, and we would watch Inuyasha a lot. And the more and more the new episodes came, I'm like, can they go 2 episodes without a filler episode? And I'm like, no, they can't. People think that Naruto has a lot of filler. People think that Bleach has a lot of filler. Inuyasha has a lot of filler, and I can guarantee, and I can prove it has a lot of filler because they reuse filler plots. Like Shippo, the little fox kid, has a love interest. Okay, like a season later, he gets another love interest. I'm like, why are you reusing filler plots? I know you have a ton of filler, and you can't. You have like ADD and you can't stick to an arc when it's over. And your characters love playing verbal tennis in every single episode possible. But don't reuse filler plots, please. Now, I've never seen the final act, but it's supposedly how it actually ends, how the entire saga ends. And I'm like, they got a new voice actor for Kagame and all that stuff. And I'm just thinking, Inuyasha takes me back to when I was... Little tiny babby otaku Alex, and I'm watching this. And it's like, okay.
Alex.
What? What?
Alex.
Yeah, little babby Alex. But the thing. What?
Alex.
Yes, Kat. What can I do for you?
Alex.
Yes.
Alex.
Can someone? Am I missing something? Why she's doing that?
Wow.
What?
That's what this is.
Alex.
Yeah.
Cat.
Alex.
Now I get the joke. Just wants to play verbal tennis. I just think that, and I think that Scott Ramsmere, the guy who made VG Cats. I think I think Scott Ramsmere, the creator of VG Cats, said it best. It's Dragon Ball Z for girls.
It really kind of is.
Only with a lot more filler. Now the thing is, I don't feel that you can compare it to Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z's filler episodes are better than regular episodes of a lot of other shows.
I don't know, man. Let's go drive cars, bitches.
That's the greatest filler episode ever, and it's better than a lot of the episodes of Naruto. I'd rather watch Piccolo drive a car than Naruto go on Great
Piccolo drive
race.
a car like a black guy with the baseball cap and everything to cover up the antenna.
I just watched the two best friends play when they played Naruto, the Naruto game. They were just shitting all over Naruto, and I'm like, yes! You're saying everything that I said. Like, they said that Toby had an asshole for a face, and I'm like, because he did. Because he did. And Zetsu looks bad, but I'm like...
Now that I think about it.
But back to Inuyasha, I mean... I just don't know what to think about it. In retrospect, it's clearly flawed. But I can see why they bring the final act to it. So I'm like, can we finally see how this ends? Because I forgot where I left off on that series. It was something about the adamant barrage, and then I'm like, I don't even care anymore. So maybe I'll finally see how this stupid thing ends.
And
it's going to be unedited, so that's something good.
I was going to say, Inuyasha had a plot? Really?
He's looking for the jewel, but then he stopped looking for the jewel, and then he finds the guy, and then it turns out to not be the guy, and then she gets kidnapped, and then, like, a guy has a hole in his head, and the
Again,
other
I reiterate, there was a plot.
And the other girl's brother is dead, and, like, Naraku's a dick.
Apparently, but...
Like, he's one of those guys that's never there. Anytime they think they have him, he just vanishes, because it wasn't him the whole time. So
that show seems to have started off with a plot and a premise, and then it just turned into endless character development.
Like, it's making it up as it goes now because it forgot.
It's like Lost.
Oh my god.
See, no, I
So
mean,
the
I'm not
well-
even messing with you there because
So the well is the lost hole.
specifically,
Lost.
like, I watched the first season of Lost, and it was like, okay,
It's the-
it's not bad. And then I started watching behind the scenes features, and the way they were talking, they're specifically talking about how they don't know how it ends. They don't have a plan set up, and I was like, I'm immediately
No.
out right there. And then there's all this thing with the nuke, and it's not a nuke, and they're dead, and they're not dead. They're dead again, and then they didn't know, and it was just so obviously like grabbing the audience by the dick and just, we're gonna take your money, keep watching, and it's that stuff
like-
that bothers me, and that's why I like Asian animation and the way they do series and stuff, because generally what they do is, all right, we have a story,
an ending. They have an
and
end,
it
they
ends
work
and it's
towards
done,
it.
it's over, and that company goes on to do the next thing.
Yep.
It's
Except
a
Naruto
story.
or One Piece, because those goes
There
on forever.
there are ones that go on forever, which
But
is
mostly
unfortunate.
26 episodes.
Yeah.
Or 13 episodes. Or in the case of
Those are
Fooly
good.
Cooly, 6 episodes. They have an end because they're usually based on manga.
I don't know
Yeah.
if Fooly Cooly is a great example of that. It's a wonderful example, but
Fully, coolly.
is
It's the climb.
it's weird. It's just weird.
Smack
Wait.
you and hit the
Do
guitar.
I? Yes,
I
I,
really
do.
like-
You
I
have
like.
it? Not
He
surprised.
does have it.
I have the first
Not
DVD.
thoroughly.
I really like that series. I liked Fooly Cooly. It's the Fire Starter.
This is the reason it's only 6 episodes long.
That's all
The
been,
manga is crazy. Half
This
the
is
time
it.
I did
This
not
is the
know
manga.
what was going
Like,
on in the
this
manga.
is the whole manga.
I understood what happened to the anime.
One
The
and
manga,
two.
there are
Oops.
parts I don't understand. Like, why is it
Well,
dizzy? Oh, because he's in the
short
robot.
is
It took me
sweet.
forever to figure that out. But yeah, I mean, anime end. They usually have an ending. Now, there are cases where the first season ends on a stupid, dumb cliffhanger, and then they never get a second season. Like Dead Man Wonderland.
yeah.
And I know the manga's still going on. It's actually going to end soon, so now I got to read the manga. But I'm like, why did you end the anime like that? Because the viewership wasn't good and we didn't get good ratings. Well, then don't make a cliffhanger. Don't make such a huge cliffhanger.
Well, they make a cliffhanger to get the viewership up, so they get a second season. This time it just didn't work.
Same thing with like Okami-san, where it literally ends with the female love interest saying, "I don't dislike him." Like one of the characters said, "Do you love this guy?" Which is, the implied because they're the main couple, and she says, "I don't dislike him." And then the first season ends. I'm like, are you serious?
Why not?
He's trying to, and then you find out like there's this villain. We don't know what he did to the girl. It's implied that he raped her. I don't know because we never know. It doesn't make any sense. Don't make a first season like that if you're not going to make a second season. Ugh, makes me
What would
upset.
be hilarious is if they fully intended never there to be another season. That would be hilarious.
If they just ended their
fuck with you. Yep, it's just like, nope, right there.
There's
Leave
only
it there.
Dick move,
like Neon
guys.
Genesis Evangelion, which has one of the worst endings ever.
Well, the movie sort of, kind of didn't.
It made it worse.
Don't you mean like the 3 movies? that
What
they
was,
brought out for that?
Well, no, the movies after it are like a retelling, and apparently they're not going
Yeah.
to fuck up the ending. But what was it? There was
Was
a
it
show that was
End?
just like Evangelion. It's like Raw Zephon or
Razafon?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I remember Razafon, where they basically
Because
like
it's
time
Evangelion. It's exactly Evangelion,
It
except
is.
instead of like an angelic theme, it's got like an Aztec theme, and instead of
I liked Razafon. I think it
And
was
it
better
used
than
music.
Evangelion.
as a theme, and it had a concise plot that finished. More or less all of the same-ish characters, but you cared about the characters more, and the lead character wasn't a jackass that didn't do anything forever.
No, he wasn't. Razafon was just better overall.
I hate Shinji characters. Let's just put this
That's
down.
because he's
I
a
don't wanna
whiny
do
little
this.
bitch. That's why.
See,
He's a one.
That's
Gendo
why-
Akari's an
and
asshole.
this is-
I mean, it is heavily implied to get him into that final fight that she sleeps with him. I mean, that's like heavily implied.
The
The only way they could get him to do this.
It is the
was just
source
like,
of all
"Here you
like
go."
modern anime tropes. It's
Well-
just,
And
like-
you know what? First anime
Oh,
series
and
I ever
I'm
watched.
not mean, and I don't mean like Sailor Moon, Magical Girl, or Pokemon tropes. I mean the anime tropes that the anime community knows. They all come from
Oh, yeah.
Neon Genesis. Now there is
Oh, yeah.
one ending of an anime that, well, two. Some people say that the ending of Panty and Stocking, where it turns out that, like, I'm gonna spoil it. You guys should have seen it if you really want to see it. Stocking stabs Panty in the head, and it turns out she was actually a demon. And the series ends where they have to find 666 pieces of Panty's body to revitalize her. And I'm thinking,
I was gonna say we weren't gonna say coins, were you?
no,
Because I
like she
feel
gets
like,
cut into pieces. And
Denarian
clearly,
thing going on there.
clearly that was designed to make fun of shonen anime that go on forever, like One Piece.
Oh,
That's clearly what it was trying to do. And it just ends and it says coming soon in season 2, but we knew they weren't going to do another season. This was made by the people who made Neon Genesis Evangelion. And then there's the ending of Bobobo.
Oh my god.
Where
That thing's fucked up.
now, here's the thing with that. As an anime, it's freaking hilarious. Out random shit wherever. Don't read the manga though. It'll give you a headache. It gave me a headache.
uh-oh.
But the ending, the ending of that is it sets it up for a major story arc. Like they introduce a new villain in the last episode, and everyone is coming together to fight this thing. And then one of the characters just says, "This means it's the end," and holds up a sign, and everyone's like, "What?" Cut to credits. Series over. I'm like,
That's fucking beautiful.
that is because that's
That's a good
the
way to
series
end.
is always about that crazy stuff, and I'm like, so you kill the main villain, you're about to set up a major. Everyone thought it was a major story arc, but then it's like, oh, it's the last episode, and the characters didn't know it either. So I'm like, that was a funny anime. I thought it was. A lot of people, oh, it's stupid because it's so dumb and stupid, and I'm like, this is art. What are you talking about?
The art of trolling your audience. I approve.
I don't even think it was a trolling. I think it was clever because if it's the last episode and you know it's the last episode, something has to happen. Kat was just reading Fully Coolly while we were talking.
I'm not really surprised. It
She's
takes
just
some
not
mental
even
energy
Fully
to focus on that.
Channel the sexual energy into a giant robot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So now what are we talking about? I forgot because it's anime. We did anime.
I don't know. I was looking
Yeah.
for like the whole hand fully coolly thing, and it's
That's in the
It's in the anime.
4th episode.
Yeah, but I was looking for it in the
Oh,
manga
the
because
book?
it was like super quick in the manga.
You do it with your hands like this.
It's like this, and they were trying to explain fully coolly, but I can't. It's not. I can't find it in the manga like at all.
Isn't Fully Coolly meant to represent the sound that a woman makes when you fondle her breasts?
It's one of two things. It was something that was sexual, or it was the fact that the main character went from being a complete fool to suddenly being cool.
I don't think that second one's right. Because he
Well,
wasn't
that
really
second
cool.
one does have a very massive point in anime culture. Oh, Evangelion. I don't really want to spoil
Every
anything,
anime
but
ever.
you probably knew it was coming. Tokyo Ghoul.
Right.
The entire anime is basically about him growing up. That's really it.
It's what it is. It's coming of age stories done by
What is
Japan.
this?
What?
Anyone see the devil is a part-timer? What?
Oh my god. Ha ha. Okay.
The devil
so
is a
the devil is a
part-
part-timer. This anime where
Enlighten us,
you have,
Josh,
like-
please.
you have the devil who's like Lucifer, and he's like evil army, yada yada yada, but he's like real smooth about it, and he's got like a general with him and stuff. And there's this hero paladin lady who's all like gonna stop him against everything, and all of a sudden, boosh! They all get transported to modern day Japan, and the devil gets a job at McDonald's. No, really. And it goes from like
That sounds
this
awesome.
big epic fantasy thing to slice of life anime. And this like paladin girl winds up there too. She keeps trying to like defeat him or whatever, but it turns out he's not that shitty of a guy, and all this stuff keeps going on, and he's just trying to hold down a part-time
So
job
they don't
because he
have
needs to
any
have an
like
apartment
powers
money.
or anything in
Well,
this
they
slice
I
of
don't-
life?
I think they do. They still do have power. I didn't see all of it, but it's fucking hilarious.
Why don't they just kill everyone?
Who is this? The Ronin Tally. Points to them because that is a hilarious anime, and you
Now I
guys
need
will
to see
all
this.
enjoy it. It's good. Devil is a part two.
Definitely.
Oh, crap.
Because it's totally, like, unabashedly, obviously McDonald's. He's sitting there, this is the devil, and he's got the little
They do
paper
that
hat.
all the time.
and,
They
like-
take like real fast food places and then change the name a little bit. Like in Inuyasha, they have Whack-donalds where they turn the arches over, and in Shaman King they have Patch-donalds because it's the Patch tribe of Indians.
I'm going to have to watch this now.
Yeah, me too, because it sounds brilliant.
Oh, a link just popped up. That's it.
Oh,
It's
Christ.
the novel.
Yeah. But no, it's hilarious. And, like, there's this, like... Okay, you guys have all seen Kill la Kill. You all know Mako, right?
Oh, God,
everyone,
Mako's
everyone
crazy.
loves Mako.
She has ADD.
Okay. Imagine if the devil in this has a coworker who is pretty much Mako, except has a gigantic crush on him and does not want to let the paladin lady near him because she obviously wants to have sex with him and she can't allow this. And but it's just actually
You are
trying to
selling
kill
me
him.
on this anime so bad.
It's
I want to see this. I need to see this.
no, it's all kinds of hilarious nonsense and it's good. I don't know where the overplot actually goes though, because I haven't watched that far.
Who cares? I don't want this to have an overarching plot.
I just want to see this.
Just let shit happen.
It's good.
Just sit back and watch. It sounds hilarious.
Yeah, I need to catch up on it. I need to catch up on a lot of things. I'm behind on. I started watching Irregular at Magic High School, and I stopped. I just got onto other things because I have so many shows I gotta watch this season.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, I think I've barely gotten into the double digits of episodes on that, and I know they're like really far in.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah, and I haven't even really started. So
They
I
have
need to
all
catch
these
up.
shows on Crunchyroll. Like I'm in the middle of Watamote. I'm in the middle of Arakawa Under the Bridge. I'm in the middle of Kill la Kill. All these shows, and Black Lagoon. I'm also in the middle of
Black
Black
Lagoon is great.
But out of all those that I want to continue right now, Black Lagoon for sure, because holy crap, those characters are funny.
Like probably one of the more badass of all female characters I've seen will be.
Oh yeah, I mean, there was like on like the third episode, she had this fight choreography where she was jumping from boat to boat and shooting people, and she has like the shotgun right down there, and I'm like,
For a
whoa.
change, this is actually one of the shows where I will not knock the English dub very much because they do a pretty good job with the
Well,
English dub.
I haven't
And
seen the
there's
English dub,
plenty
but I
of
heard
there's
it was
actually
okay.
plenty of cursing, like it's
Oh, yeah.
adult. They're not trying to be like kiddie, and all the speech actually sounds very natural. It's one of
Good.
the reasons I get so hung up on Ruby because it actually feels natural to hear this stuff because it's written for English. When
Yeah.
it's not written for English, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God,
was,
yeah.
I was watching. I don't know if I told everyone about this yet, but I was watching Future Diary, which has a god awful English dub. They took
Really?
so many liberties. They just started adding all this stuff, and I'm pretty sure I told you about this. There's a scene where like this dart is going to the woman's cell phone, which is supposedly the what's keeping her alive in this game that they're playing in Future Diary. And I'm pretty sure now I've only seen the dub of this scene, but as the dart is coming to her phone, you hear like a voiceover of her going, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit," and then the scene gets closer. "Oh shit, oh shit," and I'm like, I am pretty sure that was not in the original version. I'm pretty sure, and
See.
that's what and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to sub on this because I'm like, no. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the original
Unfortunately
version. I could be
happens.
wrong.
There's very few shows that I've seen that are good when they take liberties with things. The only one I will say was absolutely hilarious as an English dub was probably Desert Punk, if you haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, so it's Fallout style. You're in desert mercenaries, and they're all just cutthroats, and they're all just going out free like themselves. And it's it's really funny, and they take a lot of liberties with the dub, but it's not off of what it's supposed to be. But to give you an example, the lead character calls the lead female character Tits McGee at one point, and he's not wrong. So
Now,
it's very
I
funny.
do know that some shows that take a lot of liberties are shows that are like the shows like Crayon Shin-chan, Super Milk-chan, the ones that are that focus on a lot of topical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people don't know this because they shit all over the show, but Super Milk-chan had 2 dubs. It had the completely translated dub, which had all of the references to Japanese politicians that I didn't get. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they had the Americanized dub, where they made jokes about Michael Jackson and James Gandolfini, and the main character shouted a lot more, like yelled and went frantic.
We now have 2 hostings.
Huh?
One from Archaic Al and from Victim Gaming. Thank you both. Thank you, Archaic Al.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
There it is.
and Shin-chan did the same thing. Shin-chan's like making references when they aired that on Adult Swim, they cut out all the Japanese stuff and focused on American references. They wanted to make it like Family Guy. And that's smart because no one's going to get the jokes about Japanese politicians. No one who watches Adult Swim is going to know what they're talking about.
And
So in
used
that
to be
case,
a
I can
problem with
understand
anime
that.
in general, yeah, because there was a lot of cultural references throughout anime that people didn't have any idea on,
Yeah.
and that's why it had a slow start over here.
Though I think that they made a reference to Aphex Twin in one of the anime Macross, which I really should go back and see. Like, did they really have the Aphex Twin logo? Because I really want to see if they do.
That's
But
some
yeah,
weird stuff.
anime gushing. All these shows I need to watch. Jesus.
Yeah, I have a giant list piling up. It's insane.
I should really get back
This
to
is what I
Black
get.
Lagoon because
Oh, that's fantastic. You need to watch all of that.
I'm sinking into that
Definitely.
because like these characters
Ooh,
are great.
Also, you have to watch the second part, because it follows. How far in are you?
I'm only like maybe 5 or 6 episodes into
Have
the
you
first
met
season, but I
the,
know that there's a second part and a third part.
Yeah. Have you met the maid lady?
No.
Okay. There's a part that just follows her, and it might arguably be even better than the original show, but it's interesting.
I heard the third part is actually better than the other 2, which surprises me.
I just realized I forgot to put up the impromptu title
Impromptu episode.
on the layout. I put impromptu show because I was like, dude, it totally just says we're on at Tuesday 2 p.m. and probably people are gonna be like, is this like recorded and isn't live
We don't
right
record
now?
anything.
Like,
No, we
I
can
think
see
an
everything
article
you
could be
guys are
made.
doing.
we're from the future.
Cat,
Or
I think
the
an argument
past.
could be made for this time. More viewers, and
Who wants
just a better
more
time of the day.
We are up to more
I
than
really want this time of the day. It's so much better for me.
Hey, pretty soon I'll actually be working in the mornings, so I'll have evenings off. So this might actually work.
And guess
That
what?
would be
Guess
great
what?
because more
Guess-
people are watching us.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Sorry, Cat, we're fucking with your layout.
Guess what?
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 I probably won't sleep in as much if we switch to this time.
Why don't we just do it this
Oh
time?
shit.
Problem solved. Official time change. Done.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh
Twitch.
shit. Now I have to fix my layouts. All of my website information.
But it's better for everybody.
Look at all the people who are watching. Like, I
Hi,
don't know
people
how
who are
much.
watching.
I'm trying to log into Twitch, but it
It's
won't
all
let me.
for them.
It is.
It's for you.
It's for me too, but
It's all for you.
The highlight of my week. So, it's all good. Screw working. This is awesome.
there is that.
I'll be fine. I can do it.
So
You'll just have to
Yes.
switch like your article writing to earlier in the day, and then do.
Oh, that's
podcast.
fine. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't have a
Yes.
problem.
well, let's
Join
see.
us.
What else we got going on? I only really
Nah, keep the show at 10 a.m. my time so I can never watch the damn thing.
have dead face.
I'm finally logging it. Wait, hold on.
Okay, so I do actually have stuff because I researched crap before we
All
did
right.
this.
Woo!
I only have one piece of news, and it was they had live releases of what Marvel is going to be doing for Phase 3. So it's a whole big chunk of
Sweet.
movies with dates. So movies and
Yes.
TV is my thing, and this is the only thing I dug up today, but it's damn good. Because we all know, if you haven't seen it, I don't know who hasn't seen it at this point, but the Age of Ultron trailer's up now.
Yes.
Looks good. Looks
Very
hilarious in that like Disney owns this now, and I might have actually seen the most intimidating Pinocchio reference I've ever seen. If you haven't seen the trailer, look at it. Like I'm looking at your face here, and it looks like you haven't seen it.
Puppets
Yeah,
and
do
strings
it.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Bum.
because it's Age of Ultron. It's a robot, and they make references to "There's no more strings on me."
It's fantastic how he says it too.
That's
Disney
the whole
owns them
scene,
now,
it's
and
just
it's
like,
so
yes.
good.
Oh.
But it looks like they're going
Goodbye,
like
Cardinal.
he's back.
It happens. So
They're all like Empire Strikes Back with this, so this is going to be dark as shit, and people are probably going to end up
But
dying and
also-
stuff. But today, I want to say 9 hours ago, this came out, so this is relatively new. So movies that are coming out in Phase 3 of Marvel, mind you, this is all the way till 2019.
Jeez,
So-
they just know.
Oh, they
Guardians
know.
of the
yeah,
Galaxy
they-
2 somewhere in there.
Yeah, there is actually. What we got in order is July 17th of 2015. This actually isn't new news, but it's going to be Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Yes,
Really?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
it's the thing that has gone through production hell so far because they had a lead actor quit and then they had a director quit, a whole bunch of shit.
Okay.
But he's kind of a funnier. This is not the original Ant-Man character from the comics. There was a second guy in the comics, and he was funnier, almost like Deadpool. He like gets smaller and bigger and stuff. And this is the guy who,
yeah.
instead of like being all serious and sciencey and shit, he like gets smaller and like jumps into women's cleavage. So we're dealing with that kind of shit.
Okay.
So that's like anime stuff.
It
That's
really
really
is. It really is. But
Okay.
after that, we actually have Captain America: Civil War, which I
Yeah, I heard
went
about
on
that.
What a spiel last time.
Mm.
That's gonna be May 6th of
hopefully
2016.
incredibly awesome.
Mind you, I'm sorry, Karth. All these dates are for over here. I have no idea.
I know.
I have
We
no
don't know
idea
when Marvel
if you'll
is for
ever
you.
get these.
When's Marvel? Thank you, Woolen. When's
But,
Marvel? It's Marvel time.
Yeah.
It really does depend on the movie. Sometimes if they expect it to go just down completely, utterly well, they'll release it
V.
a couple of days after you guys. But unless they're expecting total everybody come and watch this movie, we get it like a month or two later.
You'll probably get it with these because it's Marvel movies, and they've done extraordinarily well, and they keep getting better.
Because the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think we got something like 5 or 6 days after you guys did.
Yeah, so
That's
you'll,
not too
you'll
bad.
probably be pretty
Yeah.
close on this.
Yeah. But
After-
things like if you go down to like,
Cat,
like
why do you have
Batman
2
movies,
fingers?
we got them like a
I
month
was
after.
doing it so I knew how many were coming out.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
okay.
a bunch. There's a bunch.
Right. There's a lot.
After Captain America, you have Doctor Strange, which will be November 4th, 2016. Who that got, I think, right.
Who was going to
guy-
be Doctor Strange? I know
Doctor
it was
Strange.
some.
It was going to be somebody, but now it's the guy who plays Sherlock on the BBC.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, him. He's going to be
I
Doctor
think he
Strange.
could fit.
Yeah, it'll. I can
Deadpool
think-
used Ant-Man Venom or something on Gur, can't remember the name, Rhino Man or something like that, and used him as a keychain, nunchuck, and stuff was great.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the thing that's
Yeah.
what you're going to be dealing with this guy.
No, I know
Stop
that
getting
isn't
him.
Captain
It's
Marvel
random shit.
in the lineup.
It is later down, but after
Okay.
Doctor Strange,
I didn't mean to break your
there's
stride
no.
there.
It's cool. I'm just going in order. After Doctor Strange, it's actually going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which its title is
Yeah.
to be announced, but that's going to be May 5th, 2017. After that, Thor Ragnarok is going to
Cool.
be.
Ooh.
It's going to be a thing. July
Ooh.
July 28th of 2017. So that's the same year as Guardians. After that, we got Black Panther, which is going to be November 3rd on 2017. Chadwick Boseman is going to be Black Panther. I don't actually know who he is.
I don't either.
I have to IMDb that.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he did.
I'll actually do that really fast here while we deal with this.
My hands hurt.
No, they don't.
Yeah, eventually you're going to reach more than 10. You're going to have to use your toes. You have to just bring up Cat's toes up in front of the camera. Yeah, they're really
not a whole lot, actually.
That's a lot of
Egypt.
stuff.
He was in CSI. He was in ER. He's in Law and Order. So not too much. Okay. Not anything that I watch, anyways.
Law and Order.
Yeah. After that, on May 4th, 2018, is going to be Avengers Infinity War Part 1.
Oh, nice.
Part 1.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of confidence in this brand. And
So
like,
wait,
why
we're not getting
make a
another
ton of
Iron
money?
Man?
There is not a new Iron Man standalone movie slated. Mind you,
Huh.
that's always why people were like, is Robert Downey Jr. going to stop? That's where all those rumors came from, because there hasn't been one lined up. He is going to be in all of the
Captain
Avengers movies.
America.
He's slated to be in Cap. He's slated to be in a couple of other things as cameos, but he doesn't actually have his own standalone movie scheduled yet. But then again, mind you, Deadpool is not on this list.
Huh.
That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. That just means that Marvel
Studios
is not specifically making it. Somebody else probably has the rights to it, which I'm betting you money it's probably going to be Fox, because he was in an X-Men movie before.
Yeah.
I thought like Downey Jr. was like, I'm never playing Iron Man again. Oh wait, where's my paycheck?
Yeah, no.
Oh, now I'm in my Iron Man.
No, yeah, no. That was a rumor, but didn't happen. So there's that. After that is actually Captain Marvel, which is July of 2018. But by the way, that's actually going to be the Carol Danvers Miss Marvel character. So
Interesting.
Captain Marvel.
After that,
Marvel
we
time.
have the Inhumans is going to happen.
I just can't believe they have all these characters. That's crazy.
The Inhumans?
The Inhumans. It's kind of a... They're kind of like gray moral area stuff, but they're like... They're up there in the power chain, like the...
Anti-hero, the movie?
Kind of, except the lead guy, his thing is like... I think his name is Black Bolt or something. He's got like ridiculously powerful voice. So if he like whispers at people, it'll blow the fuck out of the room. So
they're like the Greybeards.
Kinda, but it's not. That's just him. There's a whole group of them, and they're all like morally gray.
Are we getting Justice League?
Justice League is
That's
DC.
not Marvel, is it?
No, I know that, but is that still something?
No, that's slated. That's slated, and that's actually another list. I can find that for you. And the only other one after this is Avengers Infinity War Part 2.
Right.
Because Marvel
ironically,
knows what people like.
No, so far there's no other Iron Man set up. And there's no word on a standalone Hulk movie either. So there's that.
Well, I'm not terribly surprised.
people
Like, every
think
single one they've done has been with a different guy, so...
Now, it's I forgot who owns, like, the Spider-Man IP, because...
Sony.
Yeah,
so that's why we're never going to see Spider-Man in the Avengers.
See, they have been in talks already, and apparently...
They want it.
They do want it, and the talks with Sony are apparently going well. They won't release any more information after that, because honestly, there's no way for them to know. Fox is absolutely adamant that they're keeping the X-Men IP and the Fantastic Four IP, and they're not going to play nice, they're not going to play ball, and they're doing their own shit and making their own money. Sony might actually start to incorporate cross thing, because you have the Amazing Spider-Man going on now, and you have the Sinister Six movie that's going to be coming up, and they have made waves about a possible Venom spinoff.
Now, what about a new Punisher movie?
See, I'm very interested in that for obvious reasons, but it's kind of up in the air. I mean, Tom Jane did his own, just for fun, for one Comic-Con. It's on YouTube. Look up this thing called Dirty Laundry. They just made it for fun, for free. And they managed to talk Ron Perlman into co-starring it.
Hmm.
And it's just on YouTube. They did it for fun, for free.
If anyone's looking for information on Inhumans, someone did post a link in the...
Thanks, Ronan Talley.
Thank you. I'm not actually really that... I'm not so up on the Inhumans in particular. But... we got it.
And they just got a lot going on.
There's that. And we
Marvel
got...
knows their properties, and they know that people will go see them. They've been proven.
Yep, because DC has... next one coming up is this Batman, Superman, Dawn of Justice thing that's coming out on 3/25. By the way, they have announced that the trailer for this Batman Superman deal is going to be in the new Hobbit. Like, so when you go see the third Hobbit movie, that's where you'll see the trailer for Batman Superman.
Ah, cool.
Okay.
Interesting.
Then DC has going on the Suicide Squad, which is going to be a thing.
Yep.
People who aren't familiar with that, it's a bunch of DC villains who essentially have Cortex bombs that go and do Black Ops missions, and if they go off mission, the company just blows their head up.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like it's a way for the villains to sort of be heroes.
Yeah. There's a bunch of cool
without
characters
necessarily
in it too.
breaking the canon.
Harley Quinn's primarily in this one. That's what she's doing now. But they got a bunch of people. They got like Deadshot and Deathstroke and a bunch of other people who have rotating door, really.
All the like B-list Batman villains.
Sadly, kind of, because just like
They're gonna get Firefly and Copperhead in there too.
see, I don't know about that. I think a couple of those actually died canonly, but who knows? With New 52, they switched shit
Who
around.
cares? They're like the most low tier.
Alternate universe shit. It happens all the time.
Yep. After that is Wonder Woman. Then they do Justice League Part 1, Flash, Aquaman. And they cast Aquaman with the most bullshit awesome ever. Because it's fucking Jason Momoa, who is Khal Drogo and Conan.
Why Aquaman? No one likes Aquaman.
Because Aquaman is a bit more badass than anyone ever gives him credit for. The only time he was ever lame that everyone always remembers was the old Justice League cartoon. When he was super lame, did nothing, and whales!
Isn't Aquaman like pasty white?
Not
super white.
necessarily. He's blonde, but it's not like they haven't changed hair colors and shit before.
Doesn't he have like a beard and a hook now?
Well, he went hardcore at one point, and yeah, he grew a beard.
Aquaman
And
went hardcore.
he got his hand chopped off, and he got it replaced with a hook, and he started goring people's eyes
I'm not
out with
laughing
the
at
damn
you,
thing.
Josh. I'm just thinking about the words. Aquaman went hardcore.
It is kind of like, but when you like get down to it, dude is like, he's kind of the I will lead my people and fuck the rest of the world.
Well,
I don't
will
care.
say this.
He's
In the
really
context-
strong too, and really fast, and he lives under
The
heavy
thing is,
pressure.
People
So
make fun of Aquaman in comparison to other superheroes, but contained within his own universe, you can build on that.
And that's kind of what they did. They did it properly, because whenever you like throw this guy in with like Soups, who cares? Really?
Yeah.
Well, no one likes Soups. I like Aquaman more than Superman. Because
He actually
Superman
has-
is just like, he's so broken.
He is. He really
So
is.
much so that Godzilla killed less people than Superman in this last movie.
Good.
Yeah.
Godzilla's a good guy. Everyone likes Gotti.
Good guy.
Godzuki-chan. Godzilla Zuki-chan.
Oh, don't bring back memories of my childhood. I grew up with that.
I
wrestling
hear
nonsense.
like the two best friends play where Matt always goes like, it's Godzuki. He's like his little sidekick, and he's like, why I oughta, like Scrappy Doo or something like that.
Shibu just said that Aquaman protects 70% of the world. Superman can't even touch that.
Superman is like protects one city because
Yeah.
Lois is there, and like
Well, it depends on, like, you can do Superman one of two ways. I've seen him done good and bad. The bad, okay, he's Superman, he gets in a fight with guy, and that's it. A bad guy shows up, he punches him and wins, and that's the story. The good stories about
works.
Superman are like...
What are you doing, Alex?
I'm eating Skittles.
Can't argue with that.
Let's
There you
go.
go.
Threw me off.
I'm hearing like
Halloween
the
season.
I'm like hearing the Skittles
Like
going
the cat
across.
paws
Yeah.
out.
Drop on the desk.
I'm like, what?
Like, the good stories with Superman are the ones that actually show how good a man he is. That's the thing. Because when you have a character that is that broken, and he can actually do anything, he's bullshit and you can't beat him, what happened if he goes off the handle? You couldn't stop him. Oh, Batman could stop him because Batman's made of bullshit.
So you got to invest all the energy in developing his personality and him as a person in order to
That's
make
really
up
the
the
thing,
fact
like-
that everything else about him is broken as hell.
But it's like the little things like his secret identity or whatever. He's some nerdy reporter and nobody likes him. He'll be at the office and be like, "Hey, Clark, you want to go get some donuts and coffee and stuff?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure. Okay, meet us here." And then they go to the other side of town and they lose him. Like, he could hear. He knows, but he goes there anyways because he doesn't want to fuck with them. He could do all of these things. He could be this big, scary, literal god.
Mm-hmm.
And
But he doesn't.
if you played the Injustice video game, which was
Very
essentially
fun,
DC.
by the way.
Is that the
DC
one with the
Mortal
super
Kombat.
pills?
Huh?
The
No, I don't
super
think so.
pills?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe. It might be. I don't
I
remember.
saw the two best friends play. I saw them play it. And
But
like
it's like-
Superman gives all of the other superheroes super pills. Makes
It's
them
got
super.
it's got a comic that goes with it, which is actually pretty good. And essentially, it's a big what if story. Like what if Superman said, "Fuck you guys, you're made of bullshit. I'm taking over. You can't stop me. Deal with it." And he does, and destroys all of the people who would stop him, including his friends. He doesn't care. So if you tell the story right, like All-Star Superman was good. There's very few other good stories that deal with that, but there's that. Furthermore, going down this list, you got Shazam, which is a thing, which is not like the old who the hell was it? The basketball player.
You mean
Shaquille O'Neal.
Kazam?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Shaq.
Yeah,
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. No, this is like it's kind of like Magic Superman. It's
Isn't
like a
he
little
like
kid.
Captain Marvel, but
Yeah,
the DC
it
Captain
used to
Marvel,
be-
but they
it used to
renamed
be
him?
called Captain Marvel, and then it was a thing, and there was a copyright thing, and it's changed. But it's like this little kid who gets this power, and he gets struck by lightning and turns into a superhero, sort of thing.
Right. Oh.
It's magic stuff. And we got Justice League Part 2, Cyborg, which is
Wait,
gonna be a thing.
what?
Cyborg.
Like
Teen Titans Cyborg?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cyborg.
He like grew up, and he's like all Justice League-y now.
Huh.
He got jaded and pissed, and
Why didn't
Can
they
we
make
get
a
an-
Raven
It was scary.
movie?
I was like, can we just get a Teen Titans movie? I'd be happy. I'd be
See,
so
that would
happy.
actually be
I'm
I'd
really
actually go
surprised they
with
haven't
that.
done that yet.
because we have this. Well, now we
Like, make
do.
it like the older Teen Titans, like in Justice. Only they're not teens anymore. Maybe they're like,
But see,
19.
now we're oversaturated with superhero movies, and we could deal with a younger thing, and that would be its own little niche, and it could work. But they don't seem to be going that direction. I just
Midlife.
find it. I
I
just
like
find it
that.
funny.
I like that.
Midlife Titans.
Shibo showed me where you just see like Beast Boy, like, get off my lawn, you stupid kids, or I'll bite your leg off.
And I really like
Old
it.
man Beast Boy's at it again.
The last one on this list, scheduled for 6/19 of 2020, is Green Lantern, because hopefully we will have forgotten about the shitty one by then.
I'm tired of hearing about Green Lantern.
But no, like that's the last thing
I'll
on
be right
that
back.
list, like in 2020, and that's like slated for what 6? How many years? Fucking hell is this? Like 6 years? They hope 6 years will heal the wounds.
We're almost over with this one.
We are.
Well, is it wrong that I kind of liked the Green Lantern movie? I mean, just a lot.
I'll be honest.
Off my show now.
I heard all of the bad things about it, and I haven't actually sat down and watched it. I've seen the.
Kat, if
anything
you're
wrong
ever
with-
just like upset about shows to watch, remember, I loved Waterworld. So,
I forgave you.
you know,
I forgave you for Waterworld. Okay?
because it's the most awesome show ever, you need to watch it again. Everybody does.
I forgave you for that.
Karth, you see this disapproving look here? This is for you.
Yes.
Did you know that in Japan, at Universal Studios in Japan, there is a Waterworld ride?
I now have to go there.
Dude,
I found out because
PK. Oh, hi,
Pat
PK.
from
I will
Two Best
film
Friends
that
Play
shit.
recently went to Japan, and on his podcast, he talked about. He's like Waterworld, and one of the other guys just says, "It does look like shit." I didn't.